What is up, Gunplum modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you a new edition of Gundam Customs, and today I am going to build these two guys, the high-grade Cosmic Era Immortal Justice Gundam and the Rising Freedom Gundam from the Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom animated movie. Yep, I finally got it from Hobby Link Japan. I was a bit worried that I was not going to get it in time. I was hoping that I wasn't going to be, one of those people who can't get it because, there was so many out there, so many pre-orders. And, well, let's just say that every time I order something that's popular or new, I end up getting in the backlog section. But, luckily, I was able to get this, and yep, I got both of them, and I'm going to build both of them. Thank you, Hobby Link Japan. Especially, we all love you because of the new We Love You sale. So click on the link below so you guys can get some good opportunities at Hobby Link Japan. But for now, we're going to be working on these. Both of these kits will be ready for Mosquitocon coming this April. These will be my next two entries. And I have to say, looking at them, I'm really digging their design. I really am. The box art is beautiful. Look like something you could frame, for the Rising. Sorry, for the Immortal Justice and the Rising Freedom. Of course, this is amazing box art right there. Absolutely gorgeous. I could stare at this, these two boxes for all day, but the whole purpose, of course, is to build them for the show that I'm going to go to soon. Now, yes, not many people are digging it because of the fact that it transforms into these weird mobile armored modes. And no matter how you slice it and dice it, even if it looks fairly odd, every time I look at the mobile armors, it reminds me of one of those Super Sentai mechs that tries to say, what, this block represents a lion, or this square represents a tiger. This thing represents something, so it kind of throws you off. However, I'm not going to be, I'm going to make the mobile armor mode just to get it out of the way, but it's going to stay in its mech mode. That's the whole purpose of me making this. I don't know if I have decals. I do have a lot of decals. Bandai has not promoted or shown any decals for this yet. So I'll use what I have in stock. I have some pretty good ones, and we'll give it a nice overall look to it for the show. See if you guys like it. And I got the paints. I got the paints that will allow me to make this even better. But yeah, these are going to be great. These are going to be very, very great. I also have stands that I'm going to use to show off its overall design, uniqueness and combat capabilities and all that stuff. And hopefully I can get my hands on other Seed Freedom kits as the year comes along. Yes, we are aware of the new Mighty Strike Freedom and the Infinite Justice Spec 2 Spec 2 is referred to. But for now, we're going to work on these two guys and see how it looks. Let's review the first kit. Alright, so we have a bluish purplish tone there, a sea blue color there for these parts, and we have the red wings, yellow, clear green for the eyes, and the pink beam effects. The white parts, the shield, the beam rifle, This would be for the calf, shoulder parts. This is probably trim part for the leg. There's the part for the chest, right there. The wing part. We have the inner frame parts here. There's the hand. Can't tell what that is. That's the chest. The part of the upper part of the chest. Neckline. That's what I'm saying. We have the other white parts. There's the mouth guard. There's the more red parts. Probably that's the skirt armor right there. Okay. And then we have the other. We have a light gray part here. More red parts here. And more charcoal parts. And I see the beam rifle effect. Beam rifle part right there. Okay, that's good. Let's review the other box. Now, here are the A plate with all the multicolors. We have the white, the detailed shield part, the white blue part there for the. I guess for the head. The red parts there. Now obviously we cannot see it because we have this massive sticker sheet in here for the wings and whatever other details that needs you to do. But I see some gray under there and maybe black, maybe still gray, and white parts there. I see the head, calf armor, the legs. We have the wings, which has at least the wings has the detail section for you to paint and put masking on it. So we're not using this. Clearly we're not. And then we have the blue parts. There's the shoulders, chest armor right there, back plate. More wing parts there. I see some joints in the back, and I guess the charcoal parts. Obviously, this kit feels like it has more parts than the Immortal Justice. The leg part. So this is the other plate from the other bag. I see some effect parts under there. Here are the blue parts. Some of the shoulder parts right there. The other wing sets right here, and we have a light gray part. I think this is for trim parts and the railgun. Okay. I didn't pull it out of the box, but let me get the manual from the other box so we can review the manual. Give me some time to take care of it. Okay. Look at these manuals. Let's see here. Using all previous operational data from the ZGMF X-19A Infinite Justice Gundam, the unit was designed incorporating convertible technology acquired by Orb through the MFV M11C Marusami. It shares a frame with the STTS 909 Rising Freedom Gundam, as well as containing the same panoramic motor cockpit and OS. The DF2 Mark III Skydart lifter system on the unit's back has greater thrust and mobility than the Infinite Justice Gundam's lifter. The name Immortal implies that this unit parallels the Eternal support ship of the Justice Gundam. And here are all the parts. There's no X's anywhere, so we're going to be using everything. I think the only X should be that. simple how to remove the parts and all that stuff. We have the assembly of the head unit right there. The only decal you'll see is the probably the sensor array. And then you have the assembly of the body, the arms, both the right and left arms looks a little different. Oh, actually they're both the same. And then the waist unit, the legs. From there you do the assembly of the waist, the backpack assembly, all the wings, the weaponry, how to connect the, basically the sword, I'm sorry, not the sword, the beam rifle, the massive shield blade type thing, which I think is kind of cool. I like that shield. Looks like a massive. What can I say it? There's it feels like when you look at it, it feels like a massive mouse pointer device, and not a mouse pointer, but more like a mouse. And I wouldn't be surprised if Bandai makes a mouse similar that looks like that. Then you have a mobile frame MA form unit right there. How to assemble it, how to put it together, how to connect it to an action base. And then we get to the paint guide. We'll get to that in a moment. Of course, here's what the most it looks like in action with its different poses and capabilities. The shield boomerang, the flash edge force shield boomerang is it called. The Mark 1 high energy beam cannon, which is connected to the backpack. The Calcitra heavy beam cutting leg. The Weasel Nagal beam boomerang. The Sea-Wiz Wonderflock, and the high energy beam rifle. Alright, that's nice. Let's go get the Rising Freedom. Alright, let's read about that. Using all previous operational data from the Strike Freedom, the unit was designed incorporating convertible technology acquired by ORF through the Marsame. Also, the weapons are developed and manufactured by manufacturers from its weapons are developed and manufactured by manufacturers from plant, and the latest technologies from various countries. Organizations are used to develop the unit. This state-of-the-art mobile suit also remarkable in that it is even more compact in size than previous Strike Freedom Gundams units. Its equipment mainly consists of a long-distance combat armament with variable phase shift armor (VPS) that can neutralize physical ammunition. With its common frame as the base, equipment may be changed depending on the usage needed, making this a multi-role unit capable of utilizing numerous variations. It feels like maybe you can add on more parts to this. And we have the parts guide again, minus this. And interestingly enough, this is more of a book, unlike that one. Hold on. So we have the assembly of the head, the body, torso, the body still. Arms right there. Both the right and left arm, waist unit, the legs assembly right there, the rail guns, which is part of the skirt armor, and then the backpack assembly right here. How to connect them all together. Then you have the weaponry. Basically, the beam rifle looks almost looks identical to any other one, which we will do a side-by-side comparison. And then we have the shield, which opens up into that switchblade type thing, and then how to convert it into mobile armor mode. paint guide, of course, and this is what the kit looks like. We have it has its high energy beam rifle, Viper 3 railgun, the hyper impulse gun, Stromshava 400 millimeter, the Schlag Fang Block 7 Seawiz. Wow. The Flash Edge 3 G3 Shield Boomerang. Versatile, and the Vershina Beam Saber. Pretty nice. But what are we going to do with painting? Now, a lot of colors here are shared amongst these kits that we're going to be using. So, hopefully I will not make a mistake. But the most common color is white. And we may do the possibility of a two-tone color. Even though I do see a two-tone, there's a gray for the railguns, I don't see nothing on the red for this. We may do two-tone red. Who knows? I pulled out a few paints that we could use, and then we'll switch it up ad hoc during the course of the build. Most importantly, we have deactivated wipe, which we can probably use it on this or this. I have the pure white, which I thought I had nearby, but I don't see it. Maybe I must have put it back in storage. But we'll leave that there. We're going to put this right here for now, so we have the white. For the red, I got Sazabi red. It's nice and bright, and this can be utilized on this kit with a little bit here on that part, on the parts that you see right here, which is the chest, the little firearms there, all that stuff. So we got that. And speaking of which, while I'm talking about the colors, let me pull out the sheet. So we have two parts here that's red, plus the red part that goes, I'm assuming, where? Not the forehead. It feels like the forehead, but it may be something else. I can't tell from here, but let's assume it's the forehead. Or there's another part of the thruster for this? No, I don't see nothing there. Whatever the case may be. We'll find it soon enough. So that's the red. Now for the yellow, because there's a yellow trim here, and yellow for this, we'll use the standard MS yellow. Now, like I said, the red for this, so we'll figure out another red. Now, we did find out that this color is a much more darker blue. Then this one is more like a black. So, Titan's Blue 2 for this, Titan's Blue 1 for this. Now, let's see here. There is this navy blue, this light blue part. We could probably use this one, the light blue. But let me see, I got two light blues here. So I have MS Light Blue and Freedom Sword Strike Blue. And I think I can probably put this one here for that part, probably because of this. While for this little only blue part, which is somewhere around here, I don't know where, I'll use this guy for now. Because it was the only light blue part of that in the set in the first place. The gray parts, we have this one, Gundam Lifford Gray, which I just got from Gundam Planet Acquiesce. Could use that. we can use it on both of these parts right here. Except that I think there's another one here. There's another lighter tone. Well, this one needs that, so I could probably use this one, the activated gray, which quite frankly, they're almost identical. This one has a darker feel to it. Let me just mix it up a bit. Oh yeah, this is more of a darker tone. Interesting. Alright, so then this could go with this. Okay, fair enough. This is the lighter for that, this is the darker for that. You can actually see light, dark. Garbage. I think that's pretty much it. Anything else I could find, maybe do the two-tone on the white. I could always go with this one, the 325. That's usually my go-to for two tones right there. Don't know if I have any other colors that I could use, but I think whatever comes up, we'll figure out. We have the neon green for the sensors, so we can do that, or metallic blue for sensors. We can do that as well, depending on how it looks, because I know that there's, you know what, I haven't even noticed that yet. This one has the blue eyes for this, and if I pop this out, this one has same blue eyes. Okay, so we could use that. Alright, I think this is it. These are the colors I have. I will try to clean this up and detail it as best as I possibly can. If we have to figure out other color tones, we can take care of it. Obviously, we're not going to be using stickers. We have all the paints. Let me clean up this table. Let me prepare it, and let us begin. High grade Immortal Justice and Rising Freedom.